Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very long time since I've done a vlog on this channel. I've covered some fun matches in the past. In 2022 and 2023, I went to a lot. But today, I'm going to something that's been on my bucket list for some time, and I'm sure is on other football fans' list as well around the world. To watch Galatasaray at home. The Turkish league in general has some of the most passionate fans. But Galatasaray have literally broken records in this factor. They are known to be some of the loudest fans in the entire world. For example, in their match against Bayern in the Champions League not too long ago, after Icardi scored his penalty, it hit 131 decibels. And it's not the only time their fans have made such amount of noise to hit numbers like that. Lots to be excited within this team. They're top of the Turkish league table undefeated, and also undefeated in the Europa League. They are 5th there after picking up an underwhelming draw against Latvian club RFS, while their opponents I'll be seeing today, Tottenham, are 2nd with 3-for-3 wins. At the time of this recording, both clubs are in automatic qualification zone for the round of 16. But it is too early to call what will happen by the end. There's still a long way to go. But either way, 3 points for either club today would be a wonderful boost. Tottenham's backline will not be at their peak, with 2 key injuries there of Romero and Mickey van de Ven. So with this incredible home support and Galatasaray's dangerous attacking options, they have what it takes to get a great result. Victor Osimhen and Mauro Icardi both have 8 direct goal contributions. And with Icardi's wife leaving him again, we might be seeing him now in his prime. Alright guys, so before we head to the match, I gotta introduce you all to my girlfriend Senna, who was actually able to hook this whole evening up. And also, she was able to get me a wonderful gift. Galatasaray signed jersey with the entire squad, including the manager, Okan Buruk as well. What is your score prediction today?
I think tonight Galatasaray will win and the score will be 2-1. I assume that Osimhen will score 1 goal. I want to see Barış Alper to score. But I'm not sure about that. And on Tottenham's side, there are many players who are injured, but I still think they will score a goal, at least 1. And I want to say Son. Maybe Son can score a goal.
I'm definitely nervous to see what happens with Tottenham's backline issues. I think Galatasaray can capitalize on that. I could see this being either a high-scoring draw or potentially me being hopeful in seeing Galatasaray grabbing a 2-1 victory as well. We have seen Galatasaray face Manchester United, another Premier League club, only 1 season ago, and they put off terrific fights there, but under Ten Hag they were a mess. Tottenham under Ange is definitely a bit more organized. They did show some patches of inconsistencies, but even with these injuries, I mean, they did just defeat Aston Villa 4-1 in the Premier League. So I don't know. Definitely a tough one to call, but I'm going to be hopeful for Galatasaray and say 2-1.
Shout out to all the Galatasaray fans, also my Turkish people. Desteklerinizi bekliyoruz ve eğer bizi daha fazla Süper Lig maçlarında görmek istiyorsanız istediğiniz maçı yorumlara da bırakabilirsiniz. Sizin için ayarlamaya çalışacağız. Sizleri seviyoruz. Merhaba Türkiye.
We just made it to Rams Park. As you can see, it's super crowded, so apologies if you can't really hear my commentary inside. I can already tell it's going to be too loud. And yeah, unfortunately it was, so have to do some voiceovers on this one. We got in a bit late because I had some issues opening my ticket through the app, but thankfully did not miss any of the match and got to see the players walking into the pitch with the Europa League intro. Now listen to the contrast every time Galatasaray had possession versus when Tottenham got hold of the ball. Loudest atmosphere I've heard. I knew my eardrums are finished. I was literally telling Senna here, I never want Tottenham to get the ball again just to save them. And quickly after, I missed recording Galatasaray's first goal, as I was not expecting them to score from that kind of play. So early on, only 6 minutes into the match. I was annoyed I missed the recording, but did capture Tottenham's quick response. Will Langshear scoring his first senior goal, celebrating in front of Galatasaray fans. Galatasaray getting close so many times, Tottenham's backline was completely exposed. Osimhen even scored but was flagged for offside. But shortly after, he bagged one in.
Tottenham's defense is absolutely exposed.
And he wasn't done there, scoring another shortly after. At this point, with this insane atmosphere, I knew Tottenham were finished. I mean, this club are the epitome of not being able to handle pressure, and this was already the loudest stadium experience I've had.
What are your thoughts on the first half?
Very good. I think now at the moment Tottenham is very down. If Galatasaray can press more, I think we got this. Maybe we can even score like 4, 5.
I honestly thought Galatasaray could score more. I'm surprised.
3-1 at halftime. Tottenham still seemed to be struggling, but Vicario came in clutch many moments. Until their goal scorer Langshear got sent off. Playing with 10 men, I thought Galatasaray would be able to surely score more. But Tottenham actually began to play better, with Solanke scoring his second. Osimhen was taken off, and many fans around were saying it should have been Icardi instead. Unfortunately, not too long later, he got horribly injured and will reportedly be out for most of the season. Many more missed opportunities, but overall, Galatasaray dominated. It could have been many more goals from them, but it finishes 3-2. But the celebrations after the match were my favorite. You can just tell that Osimhen has fallen in love with the club.
What a match. It took us a bit to come home, but it was just way too loud in there. That was the loudest atmosphere I've ever seen.
My right ear popped.
Yeah, no, mine as well. Mine are still ringing. Every time Tottenham got the ball, I could not even hear myself think.
They were like booing so much. So hard.
I've kind of knew that was going to happen, obviously, because I've watched a lot of matches on TV, and you can even hear the fans every time the opposition gets a ball, or even in the Euros when Türkiye were playing, every single time. But obviously being in person is just so loud. The loudest atmosphere I've ever heard in my life, but I don't think it's necessarily their fault, obviously, because I'm sure there's some more regulations, but visually, I have seen a bit more like pyros, flares, stuff like that in other matches. I'm assuming a lot got banned in the Turkish league, which is why we didn't see much this time, but still, those fans were crazy. The pressure was on Tottenham. I mean, there's a reason why the two of us predicted Galatasaray to win today. Although Tottenham are a great side, one, they had some defenders missing, but two, bottle jobs.
Yeah, and also in the first half, Tottenham went very down. I thought like if Galatasaray keep going on the attacks, they could like score at least 6. By the way, Galatasaray played well and they could have scored more, but on the second half, Tottenham's goalie went crazy like an octopus or a panther and also Tottenham got a red card. I thought, oh my god, it's like great opportunity for the Galatasaray. They can score like 2 or 3 more because it was very good in my opinion. It was 3-2. Still good. I'm glad that Galatasaray won the game, but I scared at the end. I scared a bit because Tottenham was almost coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was scary, but overall it was a good game.
I think I jinxed Icardi at the beginning, saying that he was going to turn into his prime now that Wanda left him. He was not looking good, and unfortunately he had that horrible injury. What a match. I think Galatasaray, like you were mentioning, slowed down at the end, but it truly was a great one to see. I was just completely mind-blown the whole time I was at the stadium. Victor Osimhen putting a show. My first Turkish game, definitely a good one, and I do hope to go to more. Last time I believe Galatasaray drew with Manchester United 3-3, and this time they beat Tottenham 3-2. So they have a good record against Premier League clubs, at least recently, at their own home ground. And we'll see how they can continue to progress in the Europa League. Really curious to see how they do in the knockouts as well, assuming that they will advance. And yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I do apologize, I did not do enough commentary at the stadium. It was just a bit too loud and we didn't have these mics as well. But I hope you guys still enjoyed all the visuals I was able to grab. And you can just tell that the fans love Victor Osimhen and he loves being at the club as well. It's truly so nice to see.
I heard that Osimhen said he wants to stay, and if they pay him, like, they can keep him.
Hopefully they fork out that money. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for making it to the end, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care. La Teşekkürler.